What's going on, everybody? It's Little Mouth the South, the man without a plan, the master of all disaster, back with another video. Thank you guys for all the support in the last video. I really appreciate it. And now with a lot of likes, I'm going to be bringing back the Freedom Convoy reruns because it is the second anniversary, maybe not on the exact day, but I'm going to start some reruns. I might do some tests to see if my equipment's still working because I had my computer unhooked for a while, so I'm going to see how everything's going to rerun again, make sure everything's running smooth before I do Freedom Convoy reruns, but it is in the books. But also, this is not the second anniversary, just about the second anniversary about the Freedom Convoy. This is the second anniversary of the Mouth of the South YouTube channel. That is crazy. 2 years ago, this YouTube channel was created for all sorts of stuff. Like, not just the Freedom Convoy. This was created for, like, Leo's free speech and what he likes to talk about and what he likes to do. Posted a lot of crazy things over these last 2 years. Did many things, actually. The Freedom Convoy, going to Pierre Poilievre's rally in Windsor, the freedom fight for the children, all sorts of stuff. Lots of topics. Good times, bad times, And it was Leo that started the channel. I kind of just jumped in and helped, with a little bit of advice. And then now look at, I'm helping, and that's the goal, to help. I have a little bit of experience with YouTube. I was doing YouTube for about, I think technically this year it would be 12 years, I think, this coming August. I've had 12 years of YouTube experience. So I kind of know how it works and what to do a little bit. So I wanted to kind of pass that on to make sure everything was going smooth. And it has. And can't be just thankful for Leo and me. Got to thank you guys a lot for subscribing, liking the videos, showing your support and love. A lot of you subscribers also have known Leo for a very long time. And it means a lot to him just as much as it means a lot to me, It's awesome. 2 years ago, I remember he created the channel and we were trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers so he could go YouTube live for the convoy. Now we're at 2,000. I think it's 2,429 subscribers currently. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We love you guys. So I just wanted to make sure I put that anniversary in there. And now I do have a couple topics to talk about today. So one, I don't know if you guys seen the video. Obviously, Parliament's back in session. Trudeau was really off the hinge today because he's starting to panic about Poilievre's, attacks back at Trudeau because Trudeau's trying to attack Poilievre. But obviously, every time Trudeau tries to roast Poilievre, it turns back on Trudeau. Poilievre absolutely just takes and destroys and eats his lunch. Every time. And it makes me laugh. And, he went unhinged. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's because his MPs were getting loud and no. Trudeau's done this before. He raises his voice when it doesn't go his way or he gets pinpointed into a corner. He knows his time's up. It's just a matter of time before that happens. And unfortunately, this is all politicians. I will agree with the the conservatives have done this, Stephen Harper, for an example. When a government's in trouble and they've been in power for too long and they know that their government's going to end, they will wait till the last possible moment till they can call that election. So, that's kind of why I say if an election doesn't happen this year, it's going to happen in 2025, because Stephen Harper went through the same thing. He called the election at the last possible moment so he could keep power for as long as he legally could. And then he had to call the election. So that's probably what Trudeau's going to do. And actually, also possibly with donations, a party donation actually came out today. So I'm going to just pull this up real quick on my phone to make sure I have the proper numbers. So this is the federal donations for the fourth quarter of the year of 2023. The Conservative Party of Canada had a donation amount of $11.9 million. That's a big record. The Liberal Party had $2.65 million. Or no. Sorry. The Liberals had $5.79. The NDP had $2.65 million. The Bloc Québécois, which I don't really give a fuck for, $964.6 thousand. The Green Party, 790,000.6K. And the PPC had 649,000.4K. But we're going to go to yearly. So how did the Conservatives, the Liberal Party, and the NDP, it's based off of the three parties that I have right here. So the Conservatives in the whole year gained $35.2 million. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. The Liberal Party earned in the whole year $15.6 million. And then the NDP in the whole year gained $6.8 million. And the NDP has a debt, and I wonder how much that debt is, if it's going to pay off that debt. But even if the NDP does pay off their debt before the election, I don't think they're going to call the election. And even then, if we get a non-vote of confidence from the NDP, it's simply not enough, because we need the Bloc Québécois, which obviously we know where they go. They go right up Trudeau's ass. So, that ain't going to go well. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. And actually, I have an update for you guys about the polling districts. I actually have an update about that. I read it. I finally found some sort of articles about it. It's going to be happening at least at the last week of April, possibly the 22nd, I believe. And like I said, and I was right about this, it's going to benefit the Conservatives more than the Liberals, and it's going to be in a lot of spots where the Liberals usually win some spots, but it might actually screw them. But just because it shows high for the Conservatives doesn't mean it could hold. But depending, I think it will. Like I say, I think people should vote Conservative just to get rid of Trudeau. I know, people say, oh, they're all the same, which I agree. But I think we should vote Conservative just to toss Trudeau, see how Poilievre does. If nobody likes it, go back to where you wanted to vote. But I think we need to do something to get rid of Trudeau. Every vote matters to get rid of Trudeau. Because, anything counts. Every vote counts. But I wanted to state that. Also, I will put a link into the description for the map districts. There's a little section where you can hit new and old. My riding is actually going to change, and it's going to go more. So I'm in the Windsor-Tecumseh riding. And basically, that district cuts off at Manning Road. It's actually going to go extended more out into Puce, Bella River, and I think that's it, and more leaning to the 401. And a lot of that area, I don't know if it's 100%, tends to vote Conservative. So Windsor-Tecumseh might actually benefit from this and go conservative, because usually here it's Liberal or NDP. I don't know why, because people are stupid to get tricked into unions when unions are all bullshit. Dave Cassidy especially, he's a fucking clown. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I will put that link into the description, so if you kind of want to look up your district, it will show you new and old and what would change. So if you guys want to look at your district to see what's going to change, I'll post that in the into the description, so you guys can check out your riding. So not much has changed. Actually, a Main Street and a Leaguer poll came out today that showed, I think the Main Street showed that the Conservatives were at 43% of the vote. The Liberals, I believe, at 26 or 25. And then the NDP was at 16%. And then today's Leaguer poll came 40% for the Conservatives. I think 26% for the Liberals, or 27. I think it was 27 or 26. And then the NDP, 20%. And then the Nanos poll showed, I think, 39 for the Conservatives, I think 27 for the Liberals, and then I believe also 20 for the NDP. Which I don't know why, but I'm just stating these polls because, not that they matter, I just want to kind of update where we are right now, you know. Still being far from an election, obviously that'll change, but I just thought I'd let everybody know. Honestly, not much going on really in Canadian politics. Not much is going to really change this year. It's going to be the same babbling back and forth, you know. But we might catch a little bit of some surprises this year if we don't get the election. But it's been about 6 months, over 6 months, since the Conservatives held their lead from the summer retreat, you know, summer break from Parliament, and then the Liberals had their retreat. The Conservatives have still held that lead since July. So it's been a very long time, and they're still holding that lead. And a lot of people have had enough of the Liberals. But we got to watch for the Liberals because they cheat. They tend to cheat, obviously. And they're going to pull something. This election's going to be really interesting because the Conservatives, with that much money, they could do a lot for a campaign. Like, I expect this campaign to really kill it. And, you know, that's why I say really the polls don't matter until the election's actually called and the campaign starts. And we all know Trudeau can be good at campaigning, not like saying in a good way, but like he knows how to manipulate people. But at this state, I don't think it's really going to change much. Because regardless, people are just sick of Trudeau. Trudeau is going to be at his 10 years in 2025. It's time for him to go. He knows it's time to go. He's just trying to hold out like Stephen Harper did in his election time, when he gained that majority. And also, Pierre Poilievre will actually set a record for the Conservatives in a long time. Pierre Poilievre will actually be the first leader in a very long time that gets an instant majority. Like, if he does get that majority in the next election, he will set a record compared to Stephen Harper, where Stephen Harper didn't get the election till his last term. Poilievre will possibly have it at his first term. And, you know, Trudeau's willing to take the Liberal Party down, and the Liberal Party is willing to go down with Trudeau. Like, how stupid are you? You know how long it's going to take you to recover your party? Because of some clown asshole with his own beliefs? But I don't care for the Liberal Party. You know what? Good. Trudeau is digging himself a hole, and he's giving it to Poilievre. Each time he does something stupid, it benefits Poilievre. So you know what? Personally, I don't think Poilievre has to worry about the Liberals. I think he has to worry more about the NDP just to get the extra seats from the NDP. But personally, I don't think he has to worry about the Liberals because the Liberals are just digging themselves a hole. So it works out even better. I just can't wait for the next election. It's going to be a good one. Can't wait to see Trudeau cry off that stage. But I just wanted to make this little video about like the 2-year anniversary of the YouTube channel. I wanted to give a little bit of updates on what was going on with like the donations, because the quarterly funding came out, the final one, and then the whole year. I looked at it, the whole number, $35 million. That's a lot for the Conservatives. It really means that the Conservatives are going to be able to go a lot further than the Liberals when it comes to campaigning. And I expect Poilievre to really do a good job on campaigning. Like, Poilievre hasn't really even campaigned, and he's hitting common sense. That's the thing. People, when they listen to Trudeau, they're feeling ignored. That's why that the people are switching to Conservative, because Trudeau is sticking with his own agenda still. Like, you think, wake up, you're losing the polls. You need to strap out of your agenda and start actually being moderate and listening to people. But he doesn't want to do that. And that's where Pierre Poilievre came in and swept it all up from him, which is brilliant. It is. But that's Trudeau's fault because he's the simplest idiot and a groper. Once again. And it's time for Trudeau to go. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's short. I didn't want to make it long like last time, But I wanted to make the statement today stating, happy 2 years to the Mouth of the South YouTube channel. I'm glad to be a part of it in some way. Also, I want to state, though, back when the Freedom Convoy was happening, I know me and Leo were in and out of work, it would be slow, then it'd pick up, it'd be slow. But luckily it was kind of slow during the Freedom Convoy, so I actually had time to go out there. We actually did. And, there was times where I was working and I was posting videos. I'd be up, I'd work nights. So I'd have to be there, afternoons. So I'd have to be there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'd be up till 8, 9 in the morning posting videos, working on videos. But you know what? It might have been tiring, but it was worth it. And it's still worth it. If I had to go through that again, would I do it? Absolutely. You know what? It might have been restless days, but it was worth it to post videos. And would I do it again? Yep. No problem. So, I just thought I'd post for the 2-year anniversary of the Mouth of the South YouTube channel. It was created February 1st, 2022. That is crazy. I don't know if Leo might post a video or anything about it, but I just wanted to make sure I posted a video about it and to post about what's going on currently in Canada's crazy clown politics. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to drop that link into the description, though, for you guys to check out your districts. And I'm going to head out of here, guys. You guys have a wonderful day and have a great rest of your week. And hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I am out of here. Peace.